Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks video. I hope you're all well and staying safe. In this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the Arctic Trader. This is a fuel oil tanker that was done by Enzo. Now we're going to go into a little more detail about the systems and how to use them, and we're actually got a nice little mission set up where we have to transport fuel from an oil rig on this tanker all the way over to motor terminals. We're going to get that done in this video, but before we get started, if you're enjoying this videos, comment below and what else you'd like to see any of my future videos. While there, don't forget that like and subscribe button and ring a little bell icon to be notified of my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this mission. So getting started with this mission, it's quite a simple mission. We're over here at the crude oil rig and we have the crude oil tanker just below us, just being docked over here for now. It's quite early in the morning here in Stormworks, and our mission is going to be to use the crude oil rig to fill up this tanker, and we're going to head over to Komodo terminal. We're going to then drop it off over there, and then in a different mission we'll then use it to then actually go and fill some oil tankers and then head up into the Arctic using a train. But we'll set the first part of this mission going, and we'll learn a little bit more about this crude oil tanker and all the detailed systems, because it has probably one of the most advanced systems I've ever seen on an oil tanker. So I really want to check it out, and we'll go through all of it during this video, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So the first thing we want to do is, I think we want to actually go down onto the tanker and get everything turned on, get some lights on the deck, because it is quite early morning here in Stormworks and a little bit dark. We don't want to use our spotlight for doing all these things. So let's head up to the bridge and get some systems on, and let's see. So this oil tank is really nicely detailed, and we can get some navigation bridge lights, and let's get some deck lights and some forecaster lights. So it's nice and bright down there. We can see what's going on, and we can start making our way back down onto the deck now, and we can then head up onto the actual oil rig, and we can start lowering the gantry, and we can get that all connected up. And let's see if we can jump. No, we can't, so we're gonna have to quickly just swim across onto the oil rig. And let's jump up here. Would have loved a nice docking area on these oil rigs, but it's fine jumping into the water. No harm, no foul. Let's move our way up onto the oil rig and we can get to the gantry, and let's bring it across and down at the same time. Perfect, and that should be enough. And let's bring it down. Okay, keep on bringing it down. I think that should be fine. Yeah, that looks about good to me. Let's jump down and let's get that connected. So let's see if I can actually see the connector. Okay, there, the connector's right here. Perfect. And let's get that one connected. And we don't want to get connected to refueling. We want to get connected. Go to, let's see, we have 6. Let's do 6. Cool. Okay, so we got it connected to 6 now. That looks good to me. Let's go and move our way into the cargo and ballast systems. And great, looks like we have everything. Jet fuel, diesel, tank to tank. Cool, great. Let's get the systems on. Ballast we won't use just yet because we don't know how much fuel we're going to take in. Great, so let's get some fuel in here. So this is a really cool system. It works really easily. You just have to create some jobs. And we're going to go crude oil, which we are currently taking, and we're going to go to manifold to tank. We're going to go from manifold number 6, which is over there, and that's the one we got connected up. So manifold 6, and let's go to tank number 1 to start with. Great, and let's do 10%, and let's see if that will start to work. So 10%, and let's start that job. Okay, cool. So you can see we are now filling that. Should fill up to about 10%, which is about what, 1,647 liters, if I'm correct. Let's see if we get any errors. I think we will. These screens here are for errors and purge systems. Let's see how we're going on, and then theoretically that should then clear out once it's finished its job. Okay, still filling up, and I'm guessing we have pretty much unlimited amount of fuel here at the crude oil rig, so we could probably get quite a lot in here. So 1.6. Cool, still filling up. Okay, so possibly 16,000 liters is 10%. Yeah, 16,000 liters is about 10%. That's 160, yeah, 164,000. Okay, so we still got quite a lot of fuel there. We can create other jobs, so we'll wait for this first job to finish, make sure it's good. And the cool thing is you can actually see there, it tells you what actually you have inside there. So we have crude oil, so we know it's crude oil. So it's really cool. These systems are really quite smart, and you can see the ship should start to actually start. The ballasting should be a little bit off now because we're filling up the tanks. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just wait for this one to finish its job at 10%, and I'll meet you guys back when it's done. Okay, so the first tank has just gone and filled up to 10%. So I think that's enough now for us to actually head over to the Komodo terminal. So what we can do is we can leave this should actually clear itself off very soon. And we can actually start leveling out our ballast systems, because you can see here we are actually tilting a bit. So not the greatest. That's because obviously we've got all our weight sitting on the port side of the ship at the front. So what we're going to do is let's move over to this side and we can start working on this. So we can go and put in the ballast percentage. So I'm going to do 10%, and let's go and put 10% into here. Okay, because we wanted to counter the weight that we have, and let's go and start that. And we should start filling up. Okay, and let's stop and ballast start. Okay, and that should now be rectifying us a little bit over here. That was trim, ballast, and AOL. Okay. So these are purging out. This one's filling up, so 10%. That should. So that's 10%. We're still listing a little bit, so we might actually need to increase that to about 15%. Cool. Let's get that at 15%. And we'll start the ballast there. And then I think we'll do the same at the rear, so we'll get 15% here and 15% here, and we'll restart it again. Okay, and we'll get all that. We should then become quite level. You can see it's a little bit heavy in the front. Try and get these systems all to 0-ish. Okay, 0 on there, so we're now level. And the backside is going and filling up. Going a little bit heavier. Might actually want to get some more actually, so let's do about 40% in here, 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 and here. And this one needs to be increased to, let's say, 55 on this one, just in case we have any rough seas we don't want to be tipping over. So let's get all these filled up. And actually we can probably get the rear ones on about 55. Yeah, why not? So 55 on the rear, just to give a little more extra weight. Cool. Okay, so that should now be actually filling up. What we can do is we can probably get this disconnected and start actually bringing that back down. You can see we've gone quite a bit down. So let's jump back. Let's get on the oil rig and let's disconnect ourselves. Probably get some of these light sourcing though. It's now become daytime here in Stormworks. Cool, so let's get the connector release. Let's get it up. Now this actually has a radio operating system, so we could actually have controlled it remotely, but I don't think, oh, meant to be disconnected. Oh. Things wrong. Looks like that's gone and gotten stuck somewhere in the ship, so we'll have to go and figure out what's gone wrong there. That's definitely disconnected. It just seems like it's gotten stuck. Let's bring it over to the left. Maybe that's gonna help. Seems like it's almost stuck underneath the deck. Bring it all the way to the left here. Let's see. Is it out of the ship? No, it's still in it. So let's try and lift it up. See if it's going to pull the ship with it. Guessing it will. looks like it's stuck somewhere. So it looks like it's stuck over here. Stuck in this railing. Very weird. And guessing there's probably not going to be any way for us to get that out of that railing system there. Oh, there we go. Hey. Okay, so let's go and throw that off ship. Cool, so we've got that disconnected. We can now go and just double check our ballast systems. Yeah, cool. 0, 0. Very nice. Cool. Let's close that door off. We can then head to the actual bridge and let's see if we can get this started and we can start actually using the maneuvering to move away from our actual rig here. So let's get some systems on. LiDAR on, heading azipod, AOR monitor, yeah, echo sounder, trim monitor, draft monitor, great. Lights, we can probably get the forecaster lights off now. We don't need any of this else. Let's see, what's the searchlights now? Okay, all this is good. Double check everything. Let's do manual start. Everything's good here. Level 4, battery level for auto start. Let's do 0.5. Cool. No alarm, so everything's good at the moment. Let's do steering maneuver mode. Start, yeah. Okay, great, and we should be able to then go and move over to this. What's it saying? Maneuvering mode only, cool. And let's see, so let's try and move it off. Okay, so let's do the opposite direction, I think. Yep, there we go. So we've moved off a little bit, so continue using the bow thrusters here. Okay, seems like we've pushed off enough there, so we can go and stop that. What controls do we have here? Switch eye, okay, searchlights. Cool, so let's get the maneuvering mode off, and then I think we should be able to just go and increase our throttle here. Cool. We will also get our maps on and our systems navigation here. So I don't think, where is the direction? Where's Komodo Terminal? I think Komodo Terminal somewhere up here. Double check. Oh, we need to go up there, okay. Cool, there is spy cakes. And let's go plot our course. There we go, we've nearly come. Okay, and there is our destination. So that's our destination. Cool. Should now be following that. Let's see, let's go all the way down. Great, you can see looks like we are turning. Let's go and double check. Okay, and we can go and turn here. I don't know if it actually has a automatic turning, but that's fine, we can go and follow it. So I think we need to go and get this actually lined up here. Heading 0.58. Turns very quickly though. Radar's still good. Hey, that looks good. We are listing quite a bit there, yeah. Okay, just give it a couple seconds, I guess. Maybe we just need to get those ballast tanks a little bit more filled. So we'll leave this now. We're heading in... Thought we were heading in the right direction. Let's turn it again. Let's make sure we get the rudder to 0. Okay, and rudder to 0. There we go, brought it to 0, and let's just go and double check those ballast tanks and make sure those are okay, because as I said, we are listing quite a bit. But the water line is... the water line looks good to me. Let's double check the water line. Okay, yeah, no, we can probably get the water line quite down. Okay, so let's make our way back down to the ballast systems and let's see what's going on there. So go open the door up again and let's go and increase this. So the 55s will get to, let's get those to 85. And then the 40s, let's get that to 70. Great, let's start ballasting. Cool. And we should be pulling in some more weight at the front. We might actually need to increase that to 85 because now that we're moving forward, we need a little more weight there. Yeah, that should fix things quite a bit for us. Go back up to the bridge, see everything's alright. No alarm's still going in the direction we need to go in. Perfect. Wind speed, nothing. Awesome. Radar's going good. Still detecting something on our left here. Yep, the other oil rig. Fantastic. And we should start. So we've leveled out there. We just need to level out there a little bit. Draft 2.7 and 3.9. Cool. Navigation lights on. Great, we'll probably get the deck navigation. We'll leave those on. This is a really beautiful ship. I love how detailed it is. Let's go and do that. Okay, that's where we are heading. You can see where we are now. We're almost lined up to it, to be honest. Where's the ship? Somewhere down here. I would love to see a zoom in, zoom... Oh, actually, wait, there is a zoom in. There we go. Thought there was. So you can see where we are and where we're heading. We're almost online here. We got no islands on our path. So we're good. Cool. Let's see how the ballast line... Yeah, it's dug in a little bit deeper now. Absolutely stunning ship. Really, really cool. I love the systems. Obviously, the screen systems are really cool. Cool, so I'm gonna head over there and I'll meet you guys back when we're done. Okay, so we're just coming up to Komodo now. Not too far out, to be honest. You can see we're about halfway from Spycakes to Komodo. We've done quite a nice long distance, but it's been a lot of fun. But while we're waiting and instead of hanging around here, I thought we'll have a look down in the engine room because the engine room is really nicely detailed. So we can come down into the engine room just over here and you can see the big marine man engines over here. We can walk our way down and we can see air, we can see some pumps and things, some generators, the actual drive shaft there going out of the engine. We have boiler, some heaters, some water systems, and we can actually go and make our way to the engine room, the control room, which is just over here. And we seem to have, correct, we have the same screens we have upstairs, but this time we get a complete like actual engine screen, which is awesome. You get all air, temperatures, fuel, prop shaft, exhaust, diesel. Really, really cool. Even have some special systems here for diagnosing issues, and we have another monitor here which I'm not sure that one does, but you can also control it from down here if you need to. We don't need to because we're controlling everything from up in the bridge. Is there anything over there we can look at? Nah. Cool. But yeah, really nice engine room. I love the amount of detail that goes into these, like little signs here with obviously for like wearing headphones or mufflers. There's galleys, there's a mess room, there's the engine room signs, exit signs. So many cool things going on here. We're just coming up to Komodo now, but even the detailing over here, like look at the detailing in this, it looks absolutely gorgeous. We even have a little life raft here if we need it, for any special reasons, I'm not too sure, and we can even make our way up to the top here. It's really quite nice. I love the attention to detail on this one. I don't know if the fire suppression system things actually work. I don't think they do. Just from looking at them, they look like they're on some jet exhaust bursters there. Okay, cool, but really lovely detail. Let's head back down into the bridge and let's make our final approach onto Komodo. So what we want to do is let's actually just clear this off. Okay, because we're going to scroll in, we're going to make sure we have the right angle of approach here. Okay, so we're going to come in, let's do here, and then we're going to go and hit there. And then we can make another turn there, and then a final approach into the actual dock. Okay, so we got those coordinates in. We should be able to follow those, so we need to make a turn to the left here a bit. Okay, so sharply turn left. Ooh, 0.3 they want us on. Oh, it's about good. We can decrease that. A little bit more to the right here. Okay, let's straighten up the rudder here. And so you can see Komodo terminals just over there. We're now moving forward towards the bridge. I don't think this would actually clear the bridge from what I can guess. That's the life raft at the back there. Even have the signs 1, 2, 3, and then and then 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay, do we need to turn yet? Looks like we do. Turn to meet this coordinates. Give it a sharp turn here. That should be more or less fine. Straighten up our... tipping quite a bit here. Ballast systems would have done a good job. Okay, so we're now heading off to the next one. So it looks like we're okay. We just need to go a little bit to the left. Not ever so much, but just a slight amount to the left here. Probably start lowering our throttle actually. Okay. Guessing we need to start turning right shortly. I'm gonna start getting my rudder turned. Cool. Great, and now we got our new coordinates in. Let's hit it again. Increasing that rudder. Let's do a gentle turn to the right here. We can start getting lined up with that dock. Anchor is quite heavy, so we have to do very slow turns. We don't want too much. Okay, that we're just about good there. We can start making a little bit of a harder turn. More. Okay, left. Almost perfectly in line there. Ever so slightly more to the left here. Cool, and we can just move in and let's start lowering our throttle. I need a little bit of throttle just to get in there. So we're so heavy we do stop. Okay, we're almost good there. Give her a little bit more throttle. Okay. We've hit our waypoints. Start. Bring it to the right a little bit. almost perfectly in. We can probably have gone and hit that. So let's get her off. Let's get her into maneuvering modes. Okay, low distance ship's bow. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, and see if we can get her a little bit closer here. It's away. Turn her quite a bit. Sharp. Okay, and we should be able to push her in there now. Yep, slowly going in. Okay, come on. Are we too... we're not low. Yeah, we're moving in nice and close, and then once we get in next to the dock here, we can probably get our mooring lines. Yep, that's good with me. Let's go and get our precision off. Awesome, and we can get our mooring lines on, and then we have completed this mission. So let's get out onto the deck here. Have a mooring line here. Actually, we can just connect this one up. Nice and easy. Let's go get the front ones. It's going to be a little bit more difficult though. Okay. Make our way over there. We'll have to jump off and try and get it on there. Let's see. Grab this. Bring her down. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to swim back on it. Okay, that's dropping down. We'll have to go and get... actually, we can probably use the ladder and pull it. I don't think the cable's gonna be long enough for us to do that. Okay. I have to leave it like that and then go and turn it on and then actually bring it across there. Only thing I can think of to get that mooring line connected over there. It's not close enough. Side. Let's go up. Let's go and get that maggle on. We'll get it connected over to the dock wall. I think that'll be the easiest. We can probably tell it to stop going down also. I think it's enough slack on it. Okay. Get it on. There it is down there. Let's go and grab it. Let's get it onto this wall. Try and get it as high as possible. There we go. Okay, and now we can go and release that slack from it. That should bring us nice and close to the dock here, where we'll do another mission where we'll unload this into some fuel cars and heading up to the Arctic. Start refining all the stuff. Okay, so let's go and get that last mooring line connected. And probably get the lights off, although it's getting dark now here. So let's get that connected up. Okay, should start pulling us in. And it's getting tighter. Yep, there we go. It's pulling us in now. Nice and close to the dock here. Okay, that looks almost good to me, and we can then tell it to stop. Yep, there we go. We're good. Try and get it to stop. Okay. For some reason that decided that I didn't want to get connected. Oh well, that's good enough for us right now, guys. I think that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun actually understanding those systems and how they work. They're a lot of fun to get through, and really good job on him for doing all that. A lot of detail has gone into this ship, especially with the systems, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you guys are trying to do some role play. Definitely go check it out. I will link it in the video description below. And yeah, so I think we'll go ahead and end today's video there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it something entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.